I think for me, ours, I'd like to speak for all of us, it's a culture thing. Just having all of our students exposed to different cultures and, just understanding that there's not a right or a wrong way to look or sound. And just having inclusivity, we have that across our building. Everyone's included, and they get to learn a little bit about each of our cultures while they're here at King, and then they're able to take that whether it's through education or in their career later on in life.
I told myself I want to be an English teacher after I graduate. So I realized my dream in China. After some years of teaching in China, I got a chance to come to the United States as a Mandarin teacher. And it's like a very different culture. And I feel like I like it very much, more than being an English teacher in China, because I get a chance to teach not only the language, Mandarin language, but also the culture for my students. And also I like my culture and I'm proud of it. I can teach the students not only the language, but also the culture, also the history. So students are very interested, and I was inspired by them too.
I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. This is what I've been wanting to do for years. So I think one of the biggest things about students learning is for you to be excited about what you're teaching. And they're not having that problem with me because I'm over the moon. I love sharing deaf culture. I think they are a culture, community that gets overlooked a lot of times. So I love to have the chance to be able to teach their culture and share their language because it's absolutely beautiful.
Well, when I grew up with my grandparents, and so I grew up speaking both English and Spanish. I grew up in South Texas. When we relocated to Arkansas, that was one of the things that I remember saying, I want to teach other people how to speak Spanish. I was a little lost when I first moved here, and so for me, going through high school and learning the grammatical part of Spanish, we were very conversational, very informal, but going to school for it through high school and college, it taught me a lot, and I thought, how amazing would it be to allow other members of our community to be able to communicate? Gestures is one thing, that's great, but to have a language that we can all share and communicate and build our communities, and I just thought, that's a difference I could make.
I've been I've been putting it out there for ASL to be taught in schools for years. So when I saw it finally happening, and I'm just absolutely thrilled that they're finally recognizing ASL and putting it into the schools. So when the position became available, I jumped.
I'm trying to reduce the anxiety for them because everybody knows Mandarin is not an easy language. So I start teaching them very basic Chinese characters. So they feel, oh, this is not that hard as I thought. So they began to be interested in this language. And also I brought the culture stuff to our school, like Chinese New Year. And students are very happy with that.
To come to Arkansas, where Spanish was not a very predominant language at that time, it was, a little intimidating. And so I just thought, what would have made me feel a little bit more comfortable? And that would have been having a class, a program, someone that I could have communicated with. And so I want to be able to do that to other families who maybe are relocating to Arkansas from other countries or other states, and just, giving them the opportunity to feel welcomed at home and, maybe let their guard down a little bit.
I kind of think it's fitting that Martin Luther King is becoming a Leadership in Language Magnet Academy. I think it fits with the messages that he was giving and he was trying to convey. So if there was an elementary school that was offering leadership in language, I think it's fitting that it's King.